Alright, we're back on another episode of our Disagree podcast. I'm my Green Show host. This is
by Grant.
And I am the new face, Kareem Nazi.
First thing we're going to talk about today is the Mount Rushmore of NBA players. Top 4 players in NBA history. Y'all, who want to like say this first? Let me say my first.
It's an odd number though, that's true.
Top
4. Yeah, it's an odd number.
Again, I can say mine because mine's going to make more sense. I think people are going to relate to mine. First of all, easy. MJ, Michael Jordan, everybody can have him on the list. And all of us are going to have him on the list. Guaranteed. Another guy that everybody's going to have on the list is LeBron James. I don't think any of y'all are going to leave him off the list. Then this is where the list might get a little tricky. I'm going to go with Kobe Bryant. I'm also going to go with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Quick fact, shout out to the Lakers fans, because 3 out of those 4 guys played for the Lakers at some point in their career. I will defend my list later on, but let you all name your list. We got probably name your next 2 everybody got Jordan and LeBron, of course.
okay, my list. The great one, Kobe Bryant. Then LeBron James. Kobe partner in crime, Shaquille O'Neal. And Tim Duncan.
Well, unlike the rest of these guys, I didn't just start watching basketball, so my list is a more veteran tier list, in where mine, of course, will have MJ on it.
Continue, you continue.
Yeah.
I just noticed that he left Michael off his list, but you continue.
It's an interesting list. Then it would be followed by Kareem, of course. After Kareem, I would have to go with the other MJ. Surely they don't know who that is, but the other MJ, Magic, of course. And
Michael Jackson was in league.
lastly, the guy that everybody disrespect, Big Bill, has to be on it.
Bill Russell?
Because he has done something that I don't think I will ever see in my lifetime be recreated. Of course.
Just adding, I think you have never seen it either.
Who's that? You mean Bill Russell player? This is the greatest basketball. Which means their achievements is not my greatest scene. It is the Mount Rushmore of basketball.
Is your mind with Mount Rushmore?
You just want to check the stat here real quick. Check the stat real quick. I wanna, cause I wanna have the answer, cause I know. You have Bill Russell on your list, right? You can go ahead and tell us why you have Bill Russell, cause there's a stat I want to get correct when I point it out to you about Bill Russell. So I'm assuming it's because it was what? How much as a player? 11 championships you won as a player?
Not as a player only. A couple of those were as a coach player.
No, I think he won 13 and all 11 as a player.
No, it was 9 as a player, 11 in total. 2, I think it was 2 as a coach player.
As a coach player, okay. Alright. So, I got to start here. That is interesting.
Which is?
Alright, you could go back there. Bill Russell. Let's look at everyone else on our list. Alright? Everyone else. Let's look at your list as well. Michael Jordan, Finals MVP. Right? Kareem, Finals MVP. Magic Johnson, Finals MVP. Bill Russell, no Finals MVPs.
Okay.
No, Mount Rushmore, I understand we're looking at what they achieved, but don't they have to be the best player on their team at the most important time to qualify for this list?
Well, technically you can't say that because both of you have Kobe. And 3 out of those 5 titles, Kobe wasn't even the most feared player on the court at that point in time. 3 of those 5 titles, he did not even win the MVP.
You were right, I went Shaquille O'Neal.
Exactly. So
Yes.
if that is what you're helping base.
What happened with the other 2?
The other 2? A lot of players have won. Okay, Shaq has also won another one before Kobe.
But he was
you're
talking
right,
Finals
you're
MVP.
talking Finals
Finals
MVP.
MVP. The other 2, he got a Finals MVP.
No, that's correct. No, the other two, no, was a final two. So, in aspect of what you are saying is, we must win finals MVP.
No. Your argument about Bill Russell's his achievements.
Is he did something that I will never see recreated in my lifetime. So that is why I said he's being snubbed.
Okay.
That is all I said.
By that being said, you think we will see someone average a triple-double in 4 consecutive seasons again?
It is possible. More likely.
Than what Bill Russell did.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I would not put Bill Russell on this list because I don't think he was the best player on his team. Kobe at one point was the best player on his team. There's something that Kobe did that Bill Russell did not do. Kobe to a whole generation became almost a godlike figure. He inspired a whole generation. There was a poll taken, it was back in 2019. Players that were currently in the league, who their favorite player was. 80% of the league favorite player was Kobe Bryant.
Yes.
Well, no matter if you go back how many generations, that would never happen for Bill Russell. Kobe inspired a whole generation of players. Kobe actually, when the MJ era came to an end, and Grant Hill went through his injury since he was supposed to be the guy to carry the league, but he wasn't able to do that. Kobe stepped up. The Black Mamba stepped in there and carried the league and became the man in the league till LeBron arrived.
Okay, so Kobe being inspiring generation. Okay, that is what he achieved. But you can also say that a lot of people also did that. Iverson also did that.
You're right, Iverson did that, but did he accomplish what Kobe accomplished on the court? No. Because no, Kobe's accomplishments are going to trump Iverson's accomplishments.
Yes, but you were stating we're being the face of a league and inspiring the generation of basketball players.
Yeah. And first of all, Iverson wasn't the face. He inspired a generation, right. But he wasn't the face. But I'm saying Kobe trumps Bill on this list because he was able to do that.
Right.
And then he would turn around Trump out of Iverson because of what he achieved on the court.
In other words, Kobe had the whole package.
I'm not saying not. I'm just saying that just like how Kobe has something that he has that Bill doesn't have, Bill also has something that Kobe does not have.
Which is?
A record that has been set that will probably never be broken. Can you say that about Kobe? Does he have one of those?
Bill has a record that, I agree, it will probably never be broken. He's a Hall of Famer, and he gets the respect he deserves. Player, a legend. Top 4 in NBA history though? I don't know if he's top 4. First of all, the Celtics in the era that Bill Russell was playing, that team has 7 Hall of Famers. 7 Hall of Famers. I dare you to name 7 Hall of Famers that Kobe played with.
That he played with?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there are more than 7 Hall of Famers that Kobe has played with. Because Fisher, Horry was also one. Gasol, Shaq, who else? Players that Kobe has played with. This is a long list of players I have to say for you.
You sure about Fisher in your Hall of Fame?
I believe that when it's all said and done, he will be in it.
No, see, we're not talking about who will be, we're talking about who's there now.
Who's there now? But you got to look at the years in which and different.
I don't think Fisher's going to make the Hall of Fame by the way.
You don't?
I don't think so. Shaq, Robert Horry. I don't think Fisher's going to make the Hall of Fame.
That means
Paul Gasol.
You don't feel he will make it either?
Yep. Paul Gasol achieved things before he went to Lakers. Paul Gasol is going to make it. Fisher, I'm not sold on Fisher. I will go as far as if Fisher makes it, well, let's get ready to induct Danny Green. That's how we see that Derek Fisher.
That's a dig. That's a deep dig. A very deep dig.
You don't have Kobe, you got Bill Russell. exchange those two. I'm not gonna go after Magic Johnson. I'm not gonna go after Magic Johnson because I understand why he's in that list.
Yeah.
I didn't go for him, but I went, MJ, LeBron, Kobe, Kareem. I didn't quite go for mine because for me it was more Kobe, Magic. It was a toss.
Another question on the topic all on. LeBron makes your list because of
He is arguably either some people have him as the greatest or the second greatest to play. I don't have to defend him. Like you can't be in an argument for being the greatest or the second best ever play a sport and not be in the top four. If your argument is in the top two, you can't make a list of top four and not put you there.
But there are lists that he's not even in the top two.
And those are lists that we pay no attention to. those lists have no credibility to me.
Because at the end of the day, most of his achievements are individual achievements. Am I not right?
Yes,
It's true.
yes,
He lacks a lot of team achievements.
yes.
Yeah,
He's
true.
also top 10 assists in NBA history.
That's also, well, you may not look at it as individual achievements, but Russell Westbrook averages a lot of assists. What are you saying? He also averages a lot of turnovers.
But that being said, I can't. His achievements are individual achievements, but this is an individual list. We're not naming the top 4 teams or top 4 team players. The top 4 players in NBA history.
Yes, and if you're basing, okay, NBA is a team sport, correct?
Mm-hmm. With you.
It's a team sport. If your only thing or your strongest thing to show for is only individual achievement, then it doesn't say much about the sport itself, it says a lot about you.
I disagree.
And if that is the case, I believe that whatever list that Russell Westbrook is on, he should catapult very high onto it.
I disagree because I'm going to look at the most individual award that can be won in the NBA is the MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Regular season MVP. I don't recall you having him on your list, but we both have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on our list.
Yes, please.
It's true.
And who's won more regular season MVPs than him?
So, I don't think there is one.
No one has won more regular season MVPs than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And we can't put him in the list of top 4 and not bring that into the argument.
But he has not only made our list because of that.
I agree, but you're saying LeBron only made my list because
I'm saying that his most acquired attribute is individual achievements. Yes, he will go down on probably the top of all the lists, even longevity. He probably will go down on top of all of those lists.
so this season he's probably gonna break Kareem's record.
I believe so.
I think it's hard not to put LeBron. I say I'm not gonna attack Magic because that was a toss up there. Yeah, keep LeBron, but before I really won't argue you with this, but I want to come here because somebody here, because I said LeBron is number 1 or number 2.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's number 1, you put Michael Jordan number 2. If he's number 2, you put Michael Jordan number 1.
Mm-hmm.
How's Michael Jordan not on your list?
Simple.
I don't think it's that simple, but
Simple. It's my list.
No.
It's my Mount Rushmore.
No.
I have not seen Michael Jordan play.
But hold on. I'm pretty sure the conversation was, we were talking about the list of the Mount Rushmore of the NBA players. It was not my Mount Rushmore.
My Mount Rushmore.
If I wanted to talk about my Mount Rushmore, I could have probably chose an all defensive player because defense gets overlooked completely.
And if it was my Mount Rushmore, I would have had my.
The reason why Bill Russell is also high on my list because he is the only one in the conversation that averages 24.9 rebounds per game.
Okay.
So you're crying down, there's such great team and so on, and he's not winning MVPs because he's not showing any stats that you like to see or he likes to see. But he's also working hard.
Bill Russell's job in his team was to play defense. And my argument is if that's your job, your only job, then you should be the best at it.
Okay. When I remember my list, who will you all take off my list?
I don't really think that was much of a question.
Listen,
Let me hear.
listen, I love,
Okay.
you know I love, absolutely love Tim Duncan, but I'm not going to put him in top 4 and leave off Michael Jordan.
Alright, hold on. Let's go to your list again. Let's go to your list again. Your list was LeBron,
Kobe.
technically being disputed. Kobe, where I acknowledge he is probably one of the greatest one-on-one basketball. Furthermore, 1 versus 2,
1 versus 3.
1 versus 3 basketball players I have ever seen. Because some of those shots showed his career.
Man, he inspired Kyrie Irving.
Technically.
But we're not letting you get away with this. you had LeBron, Kobe, Tim. Who's the other? You had Shaq.
Yeah,
Shaq.
the most dominant guy in NBA.
Yes, and that helps my point with the Kobe also, because F. Shaq was the most dominant player in the NBA. A guy that I'm pretty sure I forgot on the Hall of Fame list.
No, you
I
call Shaq.
Right. If he was the most dominant player in the NBA, and he was playing with Kobe, meaning Kobe was not the most dominant, which I stated earlier.
Do you remember when they asked Shaq about this, and he said, "I'm most dominant, Kobe most skilled."
But that isn't what I'm saying. He is probably the best 1 versus 3 player you will ever meet. That is a skill and a train of thought.
And he also inspired a generation.
But
There's not much people that can say they inspired a whole generation.
But that is what I'm saying. He has something that Bill does not have. We already came to that through. Bill also has something that Kobe does not have. We already passed that.
Let me ask you something real quick. This is going to seem like an ignorant question, but I need you to really analyze it and dissect it first. Kobe has 5, right? So Bill has 11. Because Bill has more, right? It's easy to say, well, yeah, Bill's means more than Kobe's. But you think, if you really look at the era that it was done in, and, because more TV rights and everything, Kobe's more, it was able, do you think his 5 meant more than Bill's 11?
But with more TV rights also helps diminish Bill's overall effect of the generation, which you help make. And no matter what, to never lose a game 7 in your whole career, I don't care the team that you have, that is also an addition. A hell of an achievement. Argue LeBron, I don't think he can say that. I really actually don't.
But I can't leave off LeBron simply because he's in the argument for the best. It's him, Jordan. So I cannot imagine.
But I'm not saying that he is not in the Mount Rushmore. I'm just saying my perspective on it is that Bill needs a lot of respect.
We give Bill his respect, but I'm not sure I'm making a list of putting Bill ahead of Kobe.
Well,
but I don't want to get distracted. Back to the man left and get off his list. Michael Jordan on his list. Please try to defend this. I dare you to defend this.
And he was such on his high horse about inspiring generations.
Hey, Kobe was inspired by Michael Jordan. Listen,
I told you just now.
I watched Space Jam before I watched basketball.
Of course, everybody. He can't say that. He can't say that he didn't. He can't say that he didn't.
I can't say so. I watched basketball before I watched Space Jam.
When did you watch Space Jam?
Alright, hold on. Do you know what year Space Jam was made?
We're not talking about LeBron Space Jam.
Oh my god.
I know when Space Jam came out. We're going to see when I watch it.
Right.
I tell you.
Alright, my question to you is, why did you watch it? After you let all that time pass, why did you watch it? Because you didn't watch it as a child, clearly.
In between.
In between.
Who say Looney Tunes?
You watch it for fun?
No, not really. Not really.
Oh Oh my God.
Also had Charles Barkley on there. It had other big basketball players on there, not just Michael Jordan.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on. Why is he not on your list again? Because you didn't watch him play?
Yeah.
But hold on. But you put Charles Barkley. You said that you watch Space Jam and you know who Charles Barkley is.
I know who Michael Jordan is as well. I know who Michael Jordan is. But you say he's not my Mount Rushmore.
Because you didn't watch him play?
Yeah.
And you watch basketball before you watch.
I mean, I watched Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, Shaq, LeBron. They were my guys that I say put on my Rushmore.
Okay, you know that Kobe and Michael Jordan played together.
I know
Played
that.
against each other.
I know that.
Let me ask you a question.
And you were watching Kobe.
Yeah, I watched Kobe, yes.
Didn't see MJ on the court.
Your point.
I just want.
Who is your favorite basketballer?
Kobe.
Who's Kobe's favorite basketballer?
Of course, that's his generation. MJ.
Who's 6 for 6 in NBA Finals?
MJ.
Who has the most scoring titles in history?
MJ.
Who, just like Kobe, inspired a whole generation?
I think he misunderstood his list. I truly think he misunderstood.
This guy has numerous, and this is one thing about Jordan that never gets talked about. Because I remember I had to humble myself. I was always, LeBron's better, and I did my research and I had to humble myself. Jordan also played defense.
Yeah, of course.
I know
Jordan was one of the best
I know Jordan played
defenders.
defense. I know that.
I got one question to tell the truth. Why is Tim on your list? Not this and this.
No, I love Tim,
not this
but
and this.
he doesn't make the list, come on.
Why is Tim on your list?
I like him.
I don't think he understood the list.
But I'm 100% clear that he didn't understand the list. This is your Mount Rushmore.
This is my Mount Rushmore.
And your reasoning for your Mount Rushmore is they look good in your uniform.
Nah, I did not say that.
I'm asking
I did not say that.
Listen, if I
So,
made a
so give me a
list,
couple of reasons why these guys are your.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar,
We're not on those guys. We're on his list.
won,
He done made a for Kobe.
he won in
LeBron is
college,
nominated for.
won an NBA, and you got Tim Duncan at
Uh,
Tim Duncan. Get my guy stats for you guys.
mhm.
Disrespecting my guy.
Hold on.
We're not disrespecting Tim, we're just saying there are people who come in front.
Yeah, hold
There are people who come in front of Tim.
What are you trying to say?
on. This is number one in what? Is that?
Fox.
Stocks? Clearly not stocks. But anyway, right, listening.
Tim Duncan.
Mm-hmm.
3 finals MVP. 15 All-Star. 2 MVPs. Rookie of the Year. Defense team selection in 1978.
Right, wait, hold on. Not to disrespect you or anything. So you're saying because people like him?
What?
Because
I watched him Duncan
all of
play,
those stats that
and
you're playing are people voted stats. You know how many guys made the selections that you're calling being injured and missing the whole season? Those stats,
Who?
not this in the Yao Ming. There are so many guys, that's just one. There are so many guys that have made these all-star appearances that was injured, not playing half a season.
If you remember, when Clay was out, he was leading the West Coast. He couldn't even play.
Or like, he couldn't even play. It's like most of these stats you're calling, not this to the guy, have no problem with
Duncan,
him.
one of 2 players in NBA history to at least have 26,000 points, 15,000 rebounds, and 3,000 blocks.
That is a very good stat.
Mm-hmm.
Any others?
Not really.
Oh my God.
Okay, let me just say, we eliminated Tim Duncan for MJ. Now, we both have Kareem on our list, right? Who do we take off his list to put Kareem?
Dude, I threw his whole list in the garbage.
LeBron, Kobe, Shaq, and Tim.
Yes.
Everyone.
Yes. I just disagree. I just made my point why I did not put 2 of those on it. Shaq. I have no problem with him being the most feared player to ever play the game. Because that's exactly what he is. The Diesel was the most feared player.
If you take it more
Let
serious,
me answer both y'all question in terms of shot, because y'all both have him on your list.
No, he's not on my list.
He's not on your list.
He takes away some of the shine off of Kobe.
Right, that's where I got a shot. Right. Because I didn't have him on my, to be honest, I admit I kind of overlooked him when I was making this list, I admit. But all the other persons we have on our list, would you say Shaq had the shortest prime compared to those other persons?
But the type of basketball games they are, your prime as a sports athlete depends on how you play. Athletic and physical guys have a shorter span than the more shooters and so on. So Shaq was the most physical player you could ever play against. He was big and heavy, and your feet can only take so much.
So this dominance by Shaq is somehow, out of 4 championships, because I feel like he could have won more.
Yeah, of course.
4 championships, he managed 3 finals MVPs.
Yeah, he got 4 and he got 3 finals MVPs, yeah.
You think that's if you look at how dominant he was, you think that's an underachievement for Shaq?
Underachievement, maybe.
I think
but
players,
your body.
I don't think the other players we have on this list achieve either what we thought they would achieve or they surpass our expectations. For me, my problem is that I think Shaq kind of maybe we overhyped him.
Gray area,
Yeah.
more a gray area, like. I wouldn't say that I overlook Shaq. It is more of he was missing too much, and his body failed him more times than anybody would hope for. Because I believe if Shaq's body held up like LeBron's, this would have been a whole different conversation.
LeBron, take care of his body. That's one thing.
You could take care of your body as much as you want, but let's just even LeBron doesn't have that much injuries either.
Exactly.
That is amazing. That is.
So if Shaq had a body, if Shaq's body stood up like that,
This conversation would be different.
it would have been a whole.
This conversation would be different. I'll tell you what. If his body stood up, we probably would be automatic. MJ Shaq. Like it would probably be automatic.
And he also played D, changed, influenced generations after. He ticked all the right boxes.
He changed because of how he played D.
He changed the rules of the game, which means he also changed the game
I
itself.
was just gonna say that.
So he ticked all the correct boxes, but
I think there's a gray area. So what we've learned is that your list is trash.
well, technically it should be trash adjacent because you also have a couple of those guys. For you, it should be trash adjacent.
I have Kobe.
You have LeBron also.
But LeBron needs to be in the list. By default.
But that's what I'm saying. You can't say his list is trash
Okay.
while having half of the players on your list.
Fair enough.
So it has to be trash adjacent.
Adjacent. So you just throw away 2 of those guys.
To me, it's trash, but.
So this is. You have anything else to say? You want to pick at anyone's list, or you just gonna accept your defeat gracefully?
Yeah, 70.